Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage playthrough. Last time we did the Shady Oasis. Couldn't quite finish it up, but we'll have to come back later to finish it up anyway. And with that, we're pretty much done with all the main levels of Autumn Plains. We actually have all 14 talismans now, so we can actually fight Gulp, the other one of Ripto's minions, and we have some other stages we're going to do too. We're going to go ahead and attack those first. We're going to be doing the 2 Speedway stages that we have for Autumn Plains. The first one we have is this one all the way over here. This is the Icy Speedway. So let's see what this one is all about. So if I have to be honest, the Icy Speedway is honestly my favorite of the Speedway stages in this game. I really like this one because I feel like it has a really, really nice flow to it, where you have to basically, first of all, you have to get these hang gliders and, I guess, snowmobilers. Don't know if that's the right word to use there, but that's pretty much what they are. Then you have to get these scarecrows, and also, are they? I don't know if they're scarecrows. They look like scarecrows for a minute. I think they're just ice skaters. And also these monsters that are in the water too. And then we also have some archways that we can get to. And yeah, that's pretty much the stage. This is a stage that I think is very easy to get the skill point bonus without coming back later, which is kind of what I'm doing for one of the other stages, as I've already said. So this is one that I feel like you can optimize pretty easily, because I don't feel like there's really as many things to get. And it just, again, like I said before, it does have a pretty nice flow to it. I don't think I'm going to get the skill point, but I might try again. The ice is really throwing me off here. Oh no, I ran out of time. Dang it. So yeah, like, there's a way you can get, like, all the serpents and skaters at the same time, and then all you have is the arches. That's probably, like, the best and most efficient way to do this one, is just to kind of, you know, get the hang gliders and the snowmobilers first, and then just kind of work your way around the island getting the other stuff. But yeah, this one honestly I think has a nice flow to it. It's a much better flow than the first stage, the Ocean Speedway. Not that the Ocean Speedway is bad or anything, it's just, again, I feel like, of the stages, it's one of the harder ones to optimize. And man, that's just... I'm getting, like, too much of a burst of speed when I'm doing that, and that just keeps throwing me off whenever I touch the ice. Okay, I did that this time. Also gonna get you. It's hard to recommend going for the sea serpents and the skaters and the arches at the same time. That's why I kind of recommend doing like a mixture of both, personally. And yeah, I did notice there was a skater back there, so I did kind of, I think, mess that up. I only have one objective done. Oh, there's an arch here. I guess those are the 2 arches I was missing before. Okay, well there we go. So I just gotta remember there's 2 arches that are on the sides. So yeah, I have to cut like 30 seconds off of that, but there was like quite a bit of wandering. So I feel like beating this in 1:15 is actually a pretty safe thing you can attempt to do. And, like, I don't feel like you need that extra move that I was kind of talking about. The extra move, I think, just kind of helps with getting, like, certain target objectives, like things that are potentially moving, because you can kind of hit them from, like, a further distance. You can also do this, where you can maybe get one round of, like, those guys, the hand gliders, work on another objective, and then get the other ones when you're coming around. Could have probably also gotten the... okay, you know what? I'm gonna die again. I do kind of like that. Well, actually, I don't know. I kind of feel like you... I feel like you should probably get both the hand gliders and the snowmobiles at the same time. I'm not doing that anyway. Dang. I want to retry again. Okay. At some point I am going to cut. Like, I'm not going to let you guys sit through all of this. Where's the last one? No! Okay, I should be able to get it this time. I mean, I can't exactly improve much beyond what I have right now, I guess. We'll see. Okay, I'm not sure about this attempt. I feel like that was a nice flow from the snowmobiles to those guys, but I did waste a little bit of time running back in that direction. So we'll see. Okay, there's those. Oh, okay, wow. That was a lot better than I thought it was, but okay, we got it. But we're not done yet. There is still one more thing we have to do, because keep in mind, the Speedway stages do have an orb collectible we have to get to, so we need to do that now. I believe all you have to do is just,
Good job, Spyro. Looks like you're ready for a more serious challenge. How about a little paragliding? You're not afraid of heights, are you?
I'm a dragon, I can fly, kind of.
Great! I'll tow you behind my snowmobile, and you maneuver through the rings. Don't miss any or we'll have to start over.
Okay, this is actually kind of a dumb challenge, I think. I'm not a fan of this one. But yeah, you have to maneuver through these rings, and I hate how, like, you can almost, like, barely see them.
Hey, I heard you were good at this flying stuff. Oh well, want to go for it again?
Hey, don't mock me, dude.
Great.
Don't be like that. I'm not exactly even flying, like... Isn't the hand glider doing more of the work? I guess you're kind of using the wings to maneuver a little bit, I suppose. There we go.
Way to go, Spyro. You're even better than I am.
Hell yeah, I am. So there we go. There's the orb. The orb of confusion. And with that, we are done with the Icy Speedway. So, we're going to go ahead and go back to the hub world. We can easily do from here. And we'll go to the other speedway. So, be right back, guys. Okay, so we're back in the Autumn Plains. The other speedway stage is just over here. This is the Metro Speedway. This stage, I think, is a little harder than the Icy one. Just because some of the objectives that they have you doing are a little hitbox dependent, I guess is the best way to say it. Sometimes the hitboxes can be a little weird. So, just brace yourselves for that. So as far as the things we're getting this time, we have to get these pigeons that are just waiting on the side of the buildings here. Then we reach this part right here where we have bungee jumpers. And not just the bungee jumpers, like, there's obviously, like, other stuff along here, too. Now, the bungee jumpers, the thing you gotta remember is you don't have to hit the bungee jumpers themselves, necessarily. You just have to hit the, their ropes. So that does make it a little bit easier. I know when I first did this, I was like, oh, what do I do here? But I keep missing the guys, but you can miss the guys. Being able to hit the rope, I think, does make it a lot easier. So there we go. We got that. Then we have arches again, which, okay. Just making sure there weren't any in there. Yeah, come on. Yeah, and I see the other things we need too. Won't be able to get them, obviously, but at least we got 3 of the things. The slow signs, which are just, you know, guys that hold up the signs. But yeah, those are basically what we're aiming for in this stage. It does seem kind of nice that, like, some of the things are pretty centralized in their, like, respective locations. It's just, again, trying to optimize your movements through the areas to get the remaining things. But, I mean, that's pretty much what a great number of these stages are, honestly. It's just optimization of... What the hell was that? What the... This pigeon! This freaking pigeon. What the hell? And of course I missed that guy. Yeah, this is clearly not going to be a super great run either, but it's okay. Okay, so I missed some arches. Okay. We're getting there. We've almost gotten them all. Okay, so I did just think of another optimization for this course. I don't know why this didn't come to mind. But the pigeons, they actually control some of the bridges because they're on levers. So you can kind of use that to your advantage in knowing that there's some pigeons you should probably hit. And as a result, for example, this one over here is one you definitely want to hit. So one thing you can do is you can get those 2 guys, turn around, get this guy, and then you can land immediately on the charge pad here. And since you got rid of that pigeon, the bridge is down, so now you can do... Wow, that's how I still messed that up. mean, it's not too bad. And I almost touched the water there, too. Really, at this point, I'm just aiming for the skill point, so that's the one thing I'm worried about. If I still managed to get this, I'll honestly be pretty impressed with myself. Because of all the little optimization mistakes I've made. Here we go, then last we have this pigeon over here. This should be the last one. Okay. Yeah, if I didn't mess up as much on the execution, I probably could have got this. So, that's basically it. But, let's see if we can get that skill point now. Okay, so I pretty much almost have this one. This one is just like, again, optimizing and not making mistakes at this point. I also feel like you could maybe optimize that part a little more, if possible. It's just, again, it's really, really difficult. So obviously I'm still missing 2 of the bungee jumpers, but that's okay. I might be able to swing and get them on the turn. This is the best I've done with these guys, the slow sign guys. And got it. Okay. That one's done. So now all we need is the orb. So now we have to find... I don't know if it's Hunter or just an NPC that'll lead us to Hunter. I honestly don't remember. I don't think you need to hit anything either. But I do think the NPC you're looking for is kind of higher up. Actually, you know what? I do remember this NPC being kind of hard to find. I had to look all over for it. Honestly, probably not a bad idea to hit the pigeons too, just to open up everything. Ah, here we go.
We've been having a crime problem here in Metro Speedway, but I think you might be able to help. A band of cat burglars have been raiding my re-election funds by scaling the walls of the buildings. Would you be willing to help get rid of them? Great! Hunter can knock the scoundrels off of the buildings, but we'll need you to catch the loot before it lands in the canal and gets lost. Good luck. Hunter is waiting for you outside.
Okay, so once again, we're following Hunter as he does stuff. This one's not too bad because it's just kind of, you know, watch what Hunter does and then grab the stuff that falls after it. As long as you stay behind them, far enough behind them, you should be able to do this without too many issues. That's close. Should do it. There we go.
Well done. You really taught those crooks a lesson.
So there we go. We got the orb, which means we are done with all of the... Well, I guess we're not done with all of the orbs of Autumn Plains, but At least all of the ones on our first trip, anyway. All the ones we can only get on our first trip. So with that, we're done with that, and we're not finished with this video just yet. We have one more thing we're going to do. I do apologize if this video is kind of long. I figured there'd be a lot of cut footage I have to make, but I don't know. I did talk for a long time in some of those uncut footage, so we'll see. But hey, I think we're doing pretty good, though. I think we're doing pretty good for all of our main game collectibles. If we look at our guidebook, we are nice. 69% done with the game. And we're about 75% done with getting all the, like, normal gems. Skill points, we still have a couple more to go, but there's honestly not, like, really too many left when you look at the gist of them. A number of them are actually boss and Speedway related. I think they're all, like, boss and Speedway related now, so yeah, I won't even have to worry about that, like, in, like, actual normal levels, which is pretty insane. But yeah, now we have to make our way to where Gulp is. Who is at the very end of this long hallway. Again, it would be nice if, like, you could actually, like, just leave the level whenever you exit back to the main hub world instead of go to the beginning of the hub world, but it is what it is. So here we have Gulp's Overlook. Now, as you saw, there was a skill point for this.
We finally made Avalar ours. You've earned a special reward. Gulp, what is it, boy? Oh, the ferret. Here you go. Oh! You singed my cape! Dragon, you are really starting to get on my nerves! Say goodbye, flame breath! Gulp! Lunchtime!
Okay, so sorry about that. As I was saying, there is a skill point for this. There's actually two skill points. One of the skill points is, as you'd expect, beat this boss without taking damage, which is an incredibly hard thing to do, by the way. This is not a friendly boss fight. This boss fight is very, very difficult. I would honestly, like, I would recommend waiting until after the game to get this skill point, because it's just really, really hard to hit this guy. The camera itself is also pretty bad. See, like, I took damage right there when I feel like I shouldn't have. So yeah, much like the Ocean Speedway one, I'd recommend not doing this one until later. But there is also another skill point you can get. Like, this is not the only one. There's also a hit Ripto achievement. Basically, if you couldn't remember, Ripto is actually in this battle on the sidelines. Again, the like movement and camera controls are just so bad for this arena. And like a lot of the projectiles can just be really, really hard and pretty obnoxious to get everything properly. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, you can also recover health too, which is also pretty obnoxious. Yeah, I think this is the hardest boss fight in the game. Even over the final boss. It's just so awkward to move around. It's so awkward to dodge the projectiles. It's just... it's really bad. So yeah, do yourself a favor and don't worry about the skill point until later. When you can like make this fight an absolute joke. Okay, let's give this another shot. Yeah, I don't know how to avoid him there. Like, seriously, like... I guess you have to kind of go under him, maybe? I think that's the only thing I can think of. It just seems incredibly random. Should do 2 damage, because he got hit by 2 bombs, right? That's the logic I like using. Okay, so I need... What? Rage. Come on. Okay, he ate the bomb. Of course. Give me health. I freaked out there. Come on. Four more hits. That's still a lot of hits. I'm not seeing any. Come on, break, break, break. Ugh. Come on, I should have gotten that thing before. No! Okay, come on. Oh! Okay, one more hit. come on. Okay, got him. Oh man, that was a ridiculous fight. I did not like that fight though.
Spyro, you did it!
Whoa! Laura, where'd you come from?
I was just outside the castle in Autumn Plains. The castle is now free again. There's no sign of Ripto. And since you've been around, the creatures of Avalar are finally starting to get along. Since you've done so much for Avalar, and since I know you've really missed being on vacation, we really wanted to do something nice for you. It's not much, but we hope you like it.
Oh, wow, this is great. Aren't you gonna join me?
No. I'd like to, but I've got to go check on the professor in the winter tundra. He's still trying to fix the super portal so we can send you home.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I think I'll just hang out here for a while and soak up a few rays. Uh-huh. Hey, where'd Laura go? I better follow her.
Okay, that just seemed kind of premature. I mean, the celebrating, for one, because, I mean, even if there's no sign of Ripto, doesn't mean he's not out there. And he even said there's one more homeworld, so who knows if Ripto's, like, could be there. He could be there. So yeah, a little premature celebration there.
I think I've finally come up with a way to access the Dragon Worlds from the Super Portal. This power crystal should give us the extra boost that we need. Just a few more calculations to set it up. I think I have it. Excellent. Everything is finally ready. We're going to need a lot more orbs, but with the power crystal boosting it, the Super Portal should work again.
So, you thought you had gotten rid of me. Well, I'm afraid not. I persuaded that fat bear Moneybags to sell me a few bombs.
Quick, the power crystal!
Don't even try it, book boy, or you'll be the world's smartest pile of ashes. This is just what I need for a new scepter.
Hunter, do something, quick!
Hey! Give that back! Well, I tried.
No, you didn't.
You little fools! After I destroy you all with my new scepter, I'm going to rename this place Riptonia!
That's a terrible name. Try again. So yeah, we're not done yet. It seemed like we were done, but this is why you never celebrate too early.
Spyro, Ripto's still alive, and he's locked us out of the castle. Even worse, he's stolen our new power crystal for the super portal.
Well, that sucks. It really does. But I need to end this video. I don't even know where I am time-wise right now. But I'll see you guys next time when we start looking through the winter tundra. We should be able to clean up the homeworld because, again, the homeworlds are pretty small in comparison to some of these other worlds. And we'll also get the orbs here. We should also get the final ability of the game. So we might do a bit of backtracking as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got on the agenda next time. So this has been SlimKirby. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.